Austria. Located in the center of Europe, is a country renowned for its picturesque villages, breathtaking alpine landscapes, and as the cradle of iconic figures such as Mozart and Sigmund Freud. Throughout its history, Austria was at the center of the powerful Habsburg Empire, which left an indelible mark on the country. The legacy of this monarchy is evident in Austria's grand palaces, opulent churches, and sprawling public spaces, which reflect the empire's former wealth and power. While these famous landmarks are certainly breathtaking, the heart and soul of Austria are often found off the beaten path. Today, we'll explore these lesser-known wonders, ensuring that the beauty and stories embedded in these places are carefully preserved to inspire and educate generations to come. Burg Kreuzenstein is a castle located on the northern side of Vienna city. This fortress was rebuilt using the remains of the medieval castle that was demolished during the 30 Years' War, one of the most catastrophic events in European history. In addition, the castle is famous as a location of the hit horror film Baron Blood, and it was sometimes mistakenly identified as the site where The Three Musketeers was filmed. Grimmel Waterfalls is a major attraction, situated in High Tauern National Park. Surrounded by scenic trails and dramatic landscapes, this natural wonder offers stunning views for hikers and tourists. It is considered the country's highest waterfall, cascading down in 3 stages. According to legends, the waterfall has magical healing powers, giving a rejuvenating experience to those who visit its misty spray. Unfortunately, the waterfall's fame has caused some issues for the locals due to the overwhelming number of visitors. The residents of the nearby village are struggling with high traffic levels. Grossglockner High Alpine Road, named after Austria's most prominent mountain. This man-made marvel is the highest surface mountain pass in the country. This wonder was originally built to attract tourists and boost the region's economic development. What's interesting about this road is that it almost didn't come into existence. Due to economic difficulties, the construction of the structure was delayed for years until the government reopened the project later on. The road usually opens from May to November, depending on weather conditions, and offers a panoramic view of the Margaritza Reservoir. This hydropower channel was artificially created by damming glacial meltwater near the Grossglockner mountain. The Grossglockner Peak is located along the main range of the Central Eastern Alps. Its name is derived from a German word that translates to bell, highlighting the mountain's characteristic shape. The Alpine Road leads to the Pasterze, the longest glacier in the Eastern Alps. Located directly beneath the Grossglockner mountain, this place also serves as the Margaritza Reservoir's water source. One intriguing fact about the glacier is the origin of its name, a Slovenian word that translates to pasture. The discovery of wood, compost, and pollen suggests that this area was once used as pasture land during the interglacial period. Unfortunately, the glacier has been shrinking due to high summer temperatures and reduced winter snowfall. Against the dramatic backdrop of Grossglockner Peak stands Heiligenbluck village. This prominent landmark attracts hikers and skiers, offering adventurous activities to tourists every season. What marks the village attractive is the story hidden in its name, which means holy blood. Local myth says that a Danish knight called Briccius was buried alive by an avalanche in this area on his way home across the Alps. In his last breath, Briccius hid the relic, a flash of the holy blood, in an open wound at his calf. Years later, his corpse was found by locals, and the relic has since been kept in a sacrament house. Also known as the Austrian Monte Cassino, Godwig Abbey is a hidden gem located near the Krems region. It is home to a library and archive that showcase collections of artwork and musical pieces. although the monastery was founded long ago, the current Baroque building we see today was only built after a fire in the 18th century. Moreover, during the Middle Ages, the abbey was a place of education, serving as a central hub for European scholars to preserve and share their knowledge. Another notable aspect of the monastery is its appearance in several movies and television series, showcasing its charm and importance to history. The Green Lake, also known as the Caribbean of the Alps, is a stunning natural wonder in the Hochschwab Mountains. What makes this lake fascinating is its ability to magically disappear. This attraction becomes less visible during cold climates due to shallow water levels. However, with the arrival of spring and rising temperatures, the underwater park, including the surrounding trees and benches, gets submerged again, attracting many divers. Unfortunately, due to environmental concerns and a spike in tourist activity, this place has been closed to all water sports. Hohenwerfen Castle, located in the Salzach Valley, is a medieval rock citadel built in the 11th century. Constructed by the Archbishops of Salzburg, this fortress is recognized as a sister to Hohensalzburg Castle. Historically, the fortress was subsequently used as a military base, residence, and hunting ground, before becoming a state prison. In the past, farmers and miners set fire to the castle during a major revolution, now known as the Great Peasants' Revolt. Additionally, during World War II, the castle became a Nazi education camp and later transformed into a regular training ground when the conflict ended. The castle overlooks the valley and the river flowing through the town of Werfen. Interestingly, the river got its name from a German word that translates to salt, highlighting its importance in the area's economy. Traunsee is the largest and deepest lake entirely within the country's borders. This natural wonder is home to famous landmarks and ancient structures. On the northern shore of Lake Traunsee lies the village of Munden. During World War I, the community supplied naval ships, and its hospitals became havens for treating wounded soldiers. Furthermore, in World War II, a maternity home was built in the area to uphold racial purity in line with Nazi ideology. The village is also remarkable for its impressive Schloss Ort Castle, where the German-Austrian television series Schloss Hotel author was filmed. Moreover, legends say that the fortress was built by a giant named Erla out of love for the Traunseen mermaid Blondchen. On the opposite shore of the lake is Traunkirchen village, a charming spot surrounded by peaceful religious buildings and natural wonders. Besides sightseeing and spiritual tours, the lakeside settlement offers various activities such as surfing, skiing, sailing, and hiking. It is home to the Traunkirchen Church, which houses the Fischer Kanzel, a renowned wood-carved pulpit. Local folklore claims that the church was founded to commemorate the townspeople's victory over foreign invaders. In the past, Hungarian forces attempted to occupy the area, but ultimately failed due to the residents' advantage with the terrain. Weisse and Tauernmusser lakes. Located in the heart of the Alps, these two are interconnected through a system of trails, cable cars, and chairlifts. Surrounded by majestic peaks and glaciers, the lakes offer stunning views of the nearby natural attractions, making them a popular destination for travelers. The chalk banks surrounding Weisse give it its characteristic color, earning it the nickname the White Lake. In addition, the site hosted the first World Championships for underwater ice hockey. Melk Abbey sits on a rock overlooking the Danube, Europe's second longest river. Historically, this monastery has survived numerous threats, including the dissolution of Austrian abbeys and various wars. Even when the state confiscated a large part of the building, Melk Abbey remained standing. Moreover, in the 20th century, it was caught on fire, destroying its interior and ornamented rooms. Despite numerous conflicts, the monks residing here managed to preserve most of the sacred manuscripts, and the abbey's restorations were met with success. Another interesting fact about the convent is that it is featured in novels and autobiographies, such as The Name of the Rose by Umberto Eco and A Time of Gifts by Patrick Lee Fermer. Located in the province of Salzburg, Gollinger Waterfall is famed as one of the country's highest waterfalls. It cascades down in 2 stages, creating a stunning view for locals and visitors. This phenomenal beauty captures the attention of painters, making it a popular motif for their artworks. One of the most amazing sights in the country is the Gosau Valley. In the past, life here thrived on timber production and salt mining. Additionally, it is home to one of the few Austrian communities that practices Lutheranism, a branch of Protestantism based on the teachings of Martin Luther. What makes this place so intriguing is that 75% of the residents are Protestants in a predominantly Catholic country. Another notable aspect of this place is that the French occupied it multiple times during the Napoleonic Wars. Surrounded by rocky cliffs and deep forests, Hinterer Gosausee is one of the 3 lakes situated at the end of the Gosau Valley. This hidden gem is known for its crystal clear water, which perfectly mirrors the towering mountains above it. Moreover, the valley is encircled by the high peaks of the Dachstein mountain range. These mountains are named after Salzkammergut, a historic region that now serves as a popular resort area. Historically, this terrain was known for its summer grazing spots, which led to the development of the current hotels and brine baths. Unfortunately, these impressive natural marvels are not an exception to controversies and accidents. In a tragic event, now known as the Dachstein hiking disaster, 10 students and 3 teachers died in a blizzard during their trip on the mountain. The group was reported missing after a few days and was found dead when the authorities conducted a rescue mission. Dachstein Glacier is a popular tourist spot for skiers and snowy mountain enthusiasts. Interestingly, the glacier was inaccessible to visitors and locals until cable cars were installed in the area. What makes the summit even more fascinating is that snow is present here year-round. Unfortunately, over the past century, ongoing climate change has caused the glacier to shrink by about half. Lake Spiegelsee is a shallow body of water located in the Eastern Alps. Also called the Mirror Lake, it offers magnificent reflections of the surrounding landscapes, including the Dachstein Massif. One notable fact about the lake is that it was featured in an adventure video game, Quest for Glory, highlighting its cultural significance. The nearby Dachstein Mountains also serve as a stunning backdrop to the village of Hallstatt. Situated in the Gmunden district, this town was historically known as the center of salt production. It is home to a Lutheran church, one of the oldest in the country. Human activities in the village date back to prehistoric times, with experts discovering salt mines that have been in existence since the ancient era. Additionally, it is famous as the site where the world's oldest and still working pipeline was constructed. However, over-tourism has become such a problem that local churches have recently begun employing bouncers to prevent tourists from disrupting their religious services. Another intriguing fact about this place is that a Chinese mining company has built a replica of the town in Guangdong province. Hallstatt lies along the western shore of the charming Hallstatter Sea. This stunning lake is renowned for its clear water and romantic hills, making it an ideal spot for hikers and divers. The area is also famous as a fishing spot, where tourists and locals can catch a limited number of fish and eels. Bergschlening Castle is a well-preserved medieval fortress located in the state of Burgenland. It was initially known as Castrum Schleunock, a fortress infamous for its historical significance. The castle was used to detain Russian officers during World War I and was repurposed into a labor camp and criminal prison in the subsequent years. According to records, the prisoners were inhumanely mistreated, with the perpetrators justifying their actions as merely doing their job. Despite its dark past, the castle is now home to the Austrian Study Center for Peace and Conflict Resolution. Tyrol, situated in the Alps of northern Italy and western Austria, this state houses natural wonders and notable castles. It is famed as a center of transit trade, connecting Italian and German-speaking countries. Schlegisch is one of Tyrol's largest reservoirs. This artificial lake boasts a stunning double-curved dam wall designed to help generate sustainable electricity. It also serves as an ideal flood control measure and holds a significant role in the country's hydroelectric system. The story says that a mountain hut was destroyed by the dam during its construction, leading to the hut being rebuilt at a higher location to prevent this from happening again. Tyrol's medieval charm begins in the Ehrenberg Castle. According to local legends, the fortress was built by a knight who fell in love with a young lady. It is believed that they married each other instantly in the castle, prompting people to think that every couple who kisses in this place will stay together forever. Aschensee Lake, often referred to as the Fjord of the Alps, is the largest lake in Tyrol. It is surrounded by 5 villages and imposing landscapes, including the Karwendel and Roffen Mountains. Among those villages, the small settlement of Persisau stands out as the top producer of Tyrolean mineral oil, a product that, according to myths, is the blood of a giant named Thyrsus. Interestingly, the town is featured in the Chalet School novel series by an English author, Eleanor Brent Dyer. Kufstein Fortress sits on a hill overlooking the town of Kufstein. This fortress was repurposed as a prison for political rebels under the House of Habsburg, one of Europe's most powerful dynasties. Known as Tyrol's second largest lake, Plansee plays a big role in the area's economy. An intriguing aspect of the lake is its origin, which is believed to be the remains of an Ice Age meltwater reservoir. Moreover, during World War II, the Germans used this site to build a concentration camp for men and women. The Güssing Castle is known as the oldest of its kind in the state of Burgenland. What makes this fortress notable is that it has defended the area from invaders for years. During the siege against the Turks, the soldiers in the castle were running out of food, which was exactly what the foreign forces wanted as they waited for them to starve and surrender. The lord of the fort devised an idea to deceive the enemies into retreating. He put a small amount of flour in a barrel to make it appear full and struck the last ox so it would roar violently, making the Turks believe there was still an entire herd remaining. The Wasau Valley is famed for its terraced vineyards that produce the country's finest wine. It is home to small towns surrounded by stunning landscapes where the origins of wine-growing traditions lie. Dürnstein Village, originally known as Turnstein, is regarded as the most romantic place in the Warschau for its ancient terraced vineyards and monuments. The area houses a ruined castle, from which the town's name is derived, a German word that translates to dry stone. The village is also famous as the site where Leopold V, Duke of Austria, captured King Richard, the Lionheart of England. Attersee, commonly called Kammersee, is a beautiful lakeside village in the Salzkammergut region. The lake is remarkable as the country's third largest, after Lake Constance and Lake Neusiedl. What's interesting about the place is its deep history. During World War II, the site served as a rallying point for numerous German soldiers, including several foreign volunteer divisions. Moreover, remnants of prehistoric pile dwellings were discovered in the northern part of the lake, revealing insights into the ancient life that once dwelled in the village. Schlossbruck, also known as Castle Bruck, is a fortress situated in the medieval town of Lienz. It is described as fitting for a prince by Beda Weber, a Tyrolean topographer. The castle was once occupied by French soldiers, but has since been turned into a museum, showcasing the works of Albin Egger-Lienz, a painter renowned for his historical paintings. Known as the second largest city, Graz is recognized for its colleges and universities. Besides being a secondary home to thousands of students, it is also where Schlossberg Hilltop is located. Interestingly, although this castle was never occupied by foreign forces, Napoleonic soldiers destroyed it, sparing only the clock and bell towers after the locals paid a ransom. One of the buildings spared is the Irrturm Clock Tower, a well-preserved structure that is deeply important to the city's history. It reminds people of the time and alerts locals about fires, executions, and curfews. Along the Mur River lies the Murinsel artificial island. This place, designed by the New York artist Vito Acconci, connects the banks of the Mur River with two footbridges. Grava Waterfall is a natural monument hiding in the Eastern Alps. Often called the broadest waterfall in the area, this popular attraction is fascinating due to the correlation between its water level and the climate. Autumn marks its lowest flow, while summer brings the waterfall to its peak. Grafenegg Castle is a perfect example of the country's historical architecture. It underwent several changes before being transformed into the Tudor-style castle we see today. During the 30 Years' War, the fort structures were used to set up artillery weapons. Known as the country's fourth largest city, Salzburg is a renowned destination. It is the birthplace of one of the world's greatest composers, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Moreover, the city is the shooting location of the medieval film The Sound of Music, making it a piece of movie history. Salzburg Fortress. Often called the Hohensalzburg Castle, this medieval piece is a significant landmark in the city. What makes the fort interesting is its historical war experience. The castle suffered from attacks during the Great Peasants' Revolt, when the townspeople tried to remove a prince archbishop from his position. Another notable aspect of the castle is that it was featured as the primary motif on the Austrian Nonnberg Abbey commemorative coin. The Salzburg Cathedral is the most important sacred building in the city. It is the place where Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart and Joseph Mohr, an Austrian priest and author, were baptized. In addition, it is believed that the cathedral was created from the remnants of an ancient Roman town. In the southern part of Salzburg lies the Selamsee district, a stunning destination known for its Sell Lake. This popular attraction has been the primary shooting location for various films, including the American war drama miniseries Band of Brothers. During the spring, the place offers a majestic view of abundant greenery, charming wildflowers, and scenic, clear waters. As winter arrives, the area transforms into a snowy paradise. The lake completely freezes, and the region becomes a central field for winter sports such as skiing and snowboarding. Schafberg Summit is an imposing mountain situated in the northern limestone Alps. Every summer, a rack railway runs from the small market town of St. Wolfgang to the summit. It also operates during the summer holidays, although the climate occasionally affects its operation. The summit offers amazing scenery that spans over the surrounding landscape. One of these incredible views is the Wolfgangsee Lake. This natural wonder is considered one of the most prominent in the Salzkammergut resort region. Local legend says that the lake and its neighboring town are named after St. Wolfgang of Regensburg, the man believed to have built the first church in the area. Another notable fact about this attraction is its appearance in numerous Heimatfilm movies, meaning homeland films, a genre popular in Austria, Germany, and Switzerland. In the vicinity of Wolfgangsee Lake stands the St. Gilgen village. Interestingly, the town is often called Mozart Village, even though Mozart himself hasn't visited it. However, the legendary composer's grandfather worked here in the past, and his mother was born here. Furthermore, Mozart's sister, Nannerl, moved to this village after she got married. Hoshostowitz Castle, regarded as one of the most spectacular medieval fortresses, this historic structure is a major heritage site in the country. A book titled Change by Austro-American psychologist Paul Watzlawick depicts a legend of the castle's survival against a devastating siege. The story reveals that Countess Margaret tried to invade the territory after losing her inheritance to the Habsburgs, but her forces were deceived by the castle's soldiers and failed. One more interesting fact about the castle is that it currently houses historical weapons, including those used by Napoleon. Vienna, also called the City of Music, is the grand capital, famed for its numerous music, psychology, and art legacies. It is home to the Schönbrunn Palace, a remarkable site for being the Habsburgs' main summer house. A notable aspect of this mansion is the origin of its name, which means beautiful spring. Historically, the area served as a hunting and recreation ground before being repurposed into a meeting place where a US president and a Soviet premier once held a summit. The palace has also featured as a location in The Amazing Race 4, a reality competition show. In the 23rd season of the series, the Gloriette Monument served as a 6th pit stop for the racers. Originally, the Gloriette symbolized the just war theory, a military ethics doctrine designed to ensure that war was morally justifiable. Hofburg Palace is well known as the imperial winter residence of the Habsburg House. Its name translates to Castle of the Court, befitting the current purpose of this historic structure. Today, the castle functions as the Austrian president's workplace and residence. In the palace's vicinity lies the Prince Eugene Monument. Interestingly, the unveiling of this statue occurred on Prince Eugene's 203rd birthday. St. Stephen's Cathedral, also known as Stephansdom, is the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Vienna. The structure's interior is a collection of artifacts with deep religious significance. It contains numerous altars, portraits, tombs, and other relics, each honoring different saints. Another noteworthy feature of the cathedral is that it was Mozart's funeral site. The Austrian Parliament building is where the country's presidents take their oath of office. In front of the Parliament stands the Athena Fountain, a white marble statue depicting the Greek goddess. The Rathaus is a towering building that serves as the city hall. When November begins, the area transforms into a charming Christmas market, featuring stalls selling handmade decorations, organic food, and other traditional items. The Vienna State Opera House is a world-renowned venue for prestigious opera and ballet performances. In the past, this place was burned by an American bombardment, destroying the auditorium, stage, as well as decorations and props. But amazingly, the front section and lobby remained intact. Belvedere Palace is a historical complex, famous for its stunning Baroque architecture. It houses a collection of paintings, including a globally known masterpiece by Austrian painter Gustav Klimt. St. Charles Church, also known as Karlskirche, it is considered Vienna's most outstanding Baroque church. This place was built as a tribute to St. Charles Borromeo, the patron saint believed to be a healer for plague victims. One interesting fact about this structure is that an architectural competition was held to determine who would lead its construction. Johann Bernhard Fischer won the contest but later died, leaving the project to his son. Vienna is also home to the Burgtheater, one of the leading theatres in the world. The Hainburg ruins rise majestically on a mountain overlooking the town of Hainburg. This fort was numerously attacked by the Hungarian king Matthias Corvinus. Despite numerous attempts, it took him several months to finally conquer it. The castle experienced many invasions and reconstructions over the years, before eventually being abandoned and left to ruin. Lamaclam Gorge is a beautiful site that is popular for its stunning landscapes and scenic trails. It is believed that the narrow valley in the area was formed by glaciers during the Ice Age. What makes this attraction enchanting is the place called Dark Gorge, which is a safe and charming destination for visitors. Forchtenstein Castle is a significant heritage site in northern Burgenland and is the only fortress in the region that was never occupied by the Turks. This is Austria, a land full of natural wonders and incredible architectural marvels. Now, if you don't want to miss the greatest wonders of Albania, check out this video.